This I believe.
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 This I believe. This I believe.
This I believe.
This I believe. This I believe.
This I believe.
I believe in forgiveness. I believe that forgiving others can be difficult. I believe that when you forgive others, your life will be blessed. No matter how hard the situation is, always forgive others. In Matthew chapter 6, verses 14 to 15, the New Version, he said, "For if you forgive men when they sin against you, but if you do not forgive men their sins, your Father will not forgive your sins." We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. This is a quote by Martin Luther King Jr. that stands out the most to me because why live a negative life and not forgive others and holding grudges on each other? Why would you want to live in a negative environment and not forgive or forget things even when somebody apologizes and try to be a bigger person out of the situation? Always be a bigger and better person out of the situation and have a positive mind, positive energy, positive attitude, and live a positive environment. Also, another quote that stands out to me is the "We can never forgive. Forgiveness is an attribute of Scrum" by Mahatma Gandhi. You must forgive the people who hurt you so you can get out of prison. You will never be free until you do. Let go of the whole wrongs they done to you. Get that bitterness out of your life. That's the only way you're going to be truly free. You'll be amazed at what can happen in your life when you release all that poison. Quote by Joel Osteen. I believe the first to forgive is the strongest. I believe the first to forget about anything is the happiest. I believe that forgiveness is a choice and not an option. I believe that people do make mistakes, but we learn from it and we forgive others. Why do we need to forgive others? Because we are sinners and we should forgive others no matter how hard the situation is. I believe that love and forgiveness cannot be separated. I believe that if we choose to live out of love of God as the purpose of our lives, then forgiving is an option that cannot be avoided. It takes a brave person to forgive others and forget about the situation. You should forgive as the Lord forgave you. Forgive the people that hurt you. Forgive the people that criticize you. Forgive the people that has done harm to you. Forgive the people that verbally, physically, or sexually abuse you. Forgive anybody that has hurt you in the past. Because when you forgive, God is going to reward you and you will be free. Don't feel trapped. Life is too short to live that way. Be kind and compassionate to one another. Forgive each other because you will never know when something happens. Also, we have to remember that when we forgive, we're not doing it just for the other person. We're doing it for our own good. When we hold on to the unforgiveness and we live with grudges in our hearts, all we're doing is building walls of separation. Also, a quote by Sorensen. My name is Kierra and this is what I believe.
This 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 I believe. This I believe.
This I believe.
This I believe. This I believe.
This I believe.